It's happening, guys. The Sharks are finally back to finish what they started. We got our first look at the trailer for the Meg 2, The Trench, about a week ago, and now we have our first full official trailer in 4K. This is the sequel we never thought would happen, but here it is, and it looks awesome. So today, we're gonna talk about this new trailer that just dropped. We gonna see what some of these new clips mean and where we might have seen them before. And of course, we lines talk about when and how you can watch the movie because we have a date. But first, if you're new here and you love all things Jason Statham, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any updates. I post updates about all his latest projects as well as news and fun stuff from all across the web. Also, I recently posted my top 5 favorite Jason Statham movies. So go check that out and tell me if your favorite movie made the list. If not, let me know which one should have taken the one spot. So like I said in my last video, the Meg 2, The Trench is the sequel we never thought we were gonna get. But after the first movie made more than $530 million worldwide against a $150 million budget, a sequel was a no-brainer. Now, considering the first movie took us to the Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, the sequel has to be even deeper or what? So the team is going even deeper into the trench to explore an uncharted underwater world, and they find something terrifying, another megalodon. Now, we get to see some pretty cool footage of what appears to be a massive megalodon skeleton. It looks like they're doing some sort of research with it, and then something really interesting happens. Someone or something gets a little too close for comfort. But there's something else lurking around. This is either the same megalodon or a bigger, badder megalodon because it lunges at Jason Statham and knocks him off his feet. We also see that the megalodon tries to eat Wujing, which seems like it should be impossible because he is like half a foot shorter than the megalodon itself. He better watch his back. And of course, someone says the line, "I told you we should have listened to the old man." Anytime you hear that line in a movie, you know you're in for some trouble. There is also some really cool footage of a giant squid and some other deep-sea creatures we haven't seen yet. Oh, and we also get our first look at Cliff Curtis, who plays the main villain in the film. You might recognize him from his role as Hannibal Lecter in the TV show Hannibal or as the voice of the villain in Disney's Mona. Here he looks like he's up to some shady stuff. Either that or he's a marine biologist. As far as the plot goes, we don't know much except what we can gather from the trailer. So we do know that Cyan Xiaolahan's daughter, Mei, who we saw at the end of the last movie, will have a bigger role in this one. She's played by Sophia Tsai, and she seems to work on the ship with her father and possibly some other scientists. Jason Statham plays Jonas Taylor, the captain of the deep-sea vessel, the Man 1. If you remember, at the end of the first movie, he gave up his job at the Mana 1 to take over his friend's fishing business. But something must have brought him back to the Mana 1. Maybe because his friend died and he had to take over the business. Or maybe something bigger is coming. Wujing plays Juming, the leader of a research team exploring the Marianas Trench. Cliff Curtis plays Mac, who could be a rival scientist or a member of the crew on board the Man 1, or maybe even the captain of another ship. And Paige Kennedy returns to play DJ, who will probably bring some comic relief. Sergio Perez-Manchetta also joins the cast, and he's played the villain in several Statham films, including Crank 2, Safe, and Black November. So let's just say he knows how to pick him. We also know that the megalodon in this movie is bigger than the one in the last movie. Let's take a look at the size difference between the two. Also, if you look closely, you can see that the megalodon has scars from the last battle with Jonas Taylor, which makes sense since we never found its body, and it has been at least a few years since the events of the first film. From the trailer, it looks like the team is exploring a cave system or some kind of underwater structure when they find the megalodon skeleton. Maybe it's a megalodon graveyard or something like that. That could be interesting. And if you watched my video on the Easter eggs in the first movie, you know that there's evidence of a megalodon breeding ground in the area. So the second movie taking us even deeper into the Mariana Trench to explore an uncharted part of the ocean makes perfect sense. The director of the film, Ben Wheatley, is known for directing some horror movies like Sight and the comedy black comedy High Rise, so I think he's a good fit for the film. The writers are John and Eric Heisner. They wrote the first film as well as Into the Blue and 47 Ronin, so again, a good choice for the film. There's also some incredible cinematography in this trailer. Just look at this shot right here. It almost looks like a spaceship flying through the water. It's going to be exciting to see what the movie has in store for us. So the release date was actually one of the biggest surprises from the trailer. The Meg 2. The Trench hits theaters August 4th, 2023, so we don't have to wait much longer to dive back into the deep waters. Of course, if you want to watch the first movie before the sequel comes out, it's available on Amazon Prime Video, and if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you can't wait for the Meg 2, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any updates. But let me know in the comments what you think of the trailer. Do you love it? Hate it? What are you most excited about? Is there anything we missed in the trailer? Let us know in the comments. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. As always, you can follow me on social media. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.